We're more than just a place. We're the starting line for your career, your next chapter, your future. There's no limit to what you can achieve at Northwest Florida State College. Artists, champions, leaders, hometown heroes, all begin here, inspiring generations to become something greater than themselves and moving our community forward. At Northwest Florida State College, futures begin here.
Welcome to the live stream of the FCSAA State Tournament Championship game. We are about to get underway here. We are rising for the national anthem to play. Currently, though, there is some audio issues here in the stadium. So stay tuned. We have this starting five coming up. And we'll bring you state championship basketball between Gulf Coast State and Chipola.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to Raider Arena on the campus of Northwest Florida State College for this Region 8 Ladies Tournament Championship game between Gulf Coast State College and Chipola College. Now, let's meet the starters. First, from Gulf Coast State College, at guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia, number 11, Elizabeth Gibbs. At forward, a 5'10" sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 12, Nia Daniels. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore from New Orleans, Louisiana, number 20, Cabria Lewis. At forward, a 6'3" freshman from Riverton, Utah, number 31, Avalon Miller. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Durwood, Maryland, number 32, Layla Grant. The Commodores are assisted by Alyssa Goodwin and Jason Carpenter. Head coach of the Gulf Coast State College Commodores, Caleb Petrie. And now the starting lineup for the Indians of Chipola College. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 4, Jordan McLaughlin. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Little Rock, Arkansas, number 15, Damila Brown. At forward, a 6'2" sophomore from Lagos, Nigeria, number 23, Anya Wanchuku. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore from Reading, Pennsylvania, number 32, Tashana Wright Gaskin. And at forward, a 6-foot sophomore from Sao Paulo, Brazil, number 44, Isadora Sousa. The Indians are assisted by Coach Matt Creamer and the head coach for the Chipola College Indians, Greg Franklin.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the state championship game of the FCSAA Region 8 tournament. I'm Blake White alongside Mike Rideout and Essex Rhodes. This is day number 4, gentlemen, and we have seen some great basketball on the JUCO level. Now it's time to determine a winner for both the men and women. And we start with the women, the Gulf Coast State Commodores and the Chipola Indians.
Gulf Coast State College, Coach E with a huge upset yesterday, knocking off the top seed to advance. And this goes to show you, you can wipe out what happens during the regular season. They didn't have any success during the regular season against Northwest Florida State, but they found a way to win it yesterday.
Yes, sir. We've been saying it. The whole season is over at the end of regular season. Postseason starts out. Everybody's record is back down 0-0.
And that might be hope that Gulf Coast State needs. They are 0-4 against this Chipola team on the season. But if you can do it once, maybe they can do it again. Chipola, though, on a mission to win state and head to Lubbock. Here's a deflection by Nia Daniel as she gets the steal. Tries to get her Commodores going offensively.
Yesterday we saw a team effort for Gulf Coast State College. They had 4 players scoring double figures. They had a 5th, Gibbs, who had 8 points, another player with 6 points. That's the type of effort it's going to take if they want to pull off another upset.
Well, here's the first turnover for Gulf Coast as Miller used her pivot step a little too much there and got called for the travel.
By the way, we'll have new state champions this year. Both defending state champions on the men's and women's side were beaten in this tournament.
Here's Wanchuku putting a move on Daniel, and she scores the first basket of the night.
Only 4 points against Hillsborough Community College, but she bounced back. Even though she only had 4 points in the next game, she had a couple assists and 4 steals, affected the game in other ways.
Here's Miller using that pivot foot the right time this time and gets it to go off the glass.
Guys, I'm looking to see how Gulf Coast State College is going to slow down the offensive aggressiveness of McLaughlin and Brown.
And Sosa with the ball too. She's a strong utility type player looking to pass. For the last couple of times we've seen her in action instead of shooting, being very unselfish, and it is really a key to what has gotten Chipola into the state game is the play of Isadora Sosa.
Daniel had a huge game against Florida Southwestern State College. 39 points, 9 of 20 from the floor. She set a state record and knocked down 17 free throws. And then, Coach E, you mentioned Brown, 30 points against Hillsborough Community College, 7 of 10 behind the arc in that game.
Grant shoots a shot, can't get it to go. We're stuck at 2-2. McLaughlin brings up the ball for the Indians. Here goes Brown into the lane, finds Wanchuku. She already had a bucket. She makes this, but it's waved off with a travel.
Well,
Coach, you were
quick
speaking about
substitution too. She got pulled after the travel.
real quick. Yeah, you're talking about Sosa earlier. Well, I feel like she's that one player. She goes either way. We saw a game where she was wanting to distribute the ball, and then we've also watched her throughout the season. When she comes in, she can shoot the ball, or she'll go inside and give you the work.
Right, Gaskins rebounds it. McLaughlin pushes the ball up in transition for the Indians. They find Sosa at the top of the key. She waits for an on-ball screen from McKinney. This time she does decide to shoot it, and it was not a great shot. Labou-Sis rebounds, and then we're going to get a foul called on McKinney, her first. Yesterday, Coach, you were praising McKinney on her hustle and aggressiveness. Right there, little over-aggressiveness cost her the first foul of the game.
But as a coach, knowing your players, you have to accept some of that with this type of play.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Well, one thing to watch, too, are the two benches. Even though Gulf Coast State College only has 3 players on their bench, they've actually scored 41 points off the bench in their 2 games compared to 21 bench points for Chipola in their 2 games, even though they have a much deeper bench.
As we always make note of, bench play will be a major part in this championship game.
Here's Brown, a quick trigger shot off the front side of the rim, rebounded by the Commodores. This is Liz Gibbs kicking it down to Sabu. I'm sorry, to Nia Daniel. Labou-Sis. I'm going to get it right. There's been a lot of names we've said over the last 4 days, and
you see Sosa with the ball, trying to decide it. She backs her man down.
We've noticed, like I just mentioned, Sosa has not shot a lot in the first 2 shots she attempts here. Strong off the backboard, not really good shots.
Daniels goes strong to the cup. Not able to finish.
They just fumbled it out of bounds. Still only 2 points right now for Chipola as we get close to the 5-minute mark of the quarter. Here comes Sosa again. Her third shot is a good one as it finds itself inside the rim, and she's going to go to the line for a 3-point play.
First foul on Nia Daniel. We haven't seen a 3 yet, but these teams like to shoot it from behind the arc. Chipola has hit 19 threes in their 2 games in this tournament. 12 for Gulf State, 6 in each game for them.
Like you said earlier, they are not afraid to let it fly. Myself, I like to watch the ladies shoot. I like to see the form they use. It looks pretty to me.
Well, we spoke on this yesterday after the Gulf Coast upset of the Raiders and how Northwest came out and was kind of isolating Nia Daniel on the offensive end, and they weren't really playing the 5-team defense that we're used to seeing from the Raiders, and I think that cost them coming early out. Here, you see Chipola, Wright Gaskins has been on Nia Daniel every single time down. That last possession, though, she did leave her to go play help side, so she's not covering her too close, but that is her assignment today. We'll see if Wright Gaskins can stay out of foul trouble. She's been in foul trouble the last 2 days. But right now it looks like Chipola playing a complete team defensive effort.
As you just spoke of that, you see Wright Gaskins dropping down to help to get the deflection, to get the ball out of bounds.
And we got our first media timeout. We're going to take a break with you. So far, it's a close one, 5-4. This is for the state championship, and you're watching Emerald Coast TV. We'll be right back.
We're more than just a place. We're the starting line for your career, your next chapter, your future. There's no limit to what you can achieve at Northwest Florida State College. Artists, champions, leaders, hometown heroes, all begin here, inspiring generations to become something greater than themselves and moving our community forward. At Northwest Florida State College, futures begin here.
Welcome back to Raider Arena in Niceville, Florida, on the campus of Northwest Florida State College. You're seeing some of the highlights of the first 5 minutes of the game gone by so far. We're at a 5-4 contest between the number 2 seeded Chipola Indians and the number 5 seeded Gulf Coast State Commodores, who beat the number 1 seed yesterday on their home floor to get here and have a chance for a state title.
There you see the coach, the first-year coach in the pink top, the pink blazer there, Kayla Petrie, 15 years of coaching, 226 wins, 96 defeats coming in to the year, 70.2% winning percentage. She was the head coach the last 5 years at South Plains College in Texas. And here she had a huge win yesterday to get them into the championship. And she follows, we know, a legend who just got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Got a foul call here on McKinney. This is going to be her second.
Again, over aggressiveness, reaching over the back.
And Wanchuku's going to check back in for her. Could be a loss early on, as McKinney does bring that aggressiveness off the bench, kind of a spark. So we'll see how that plays out for Chipola. Nice move here by Liz Gibbs, but can't get it to fall.
Yeah, I was looking, I don't know if it's the height of Miller that causes McKinney to get into foul issues right now, but yeah, as you said, she's over at the bench right now.
This foul on the other end is on Liz Gibbs after she just missed the shot. A little collision down there on the floor, but it leaves the ability for McLaughlin to get right to the rim because there was no help side.
They cleared that side out.
They sure did.
Like you said, there was a collision on the baseline. The help went down to the floor.
And you know what, Coach E, that was all from the movement and the screens off the ball.
Wasn't anything intentional, but players got caught up with their feet. Someone went down, gave the offense an easy layup.
Sosa has the ball at the top of the key, calling for Wanchuku for an on-ball screen. Goes the opposite direction, 5 on the shot clock. Sosa steps inside the arc, throws up a shot, and there's another shot off the backboard.
Too much dribbling on that play right there. Sosa should have passed the ball, been able to get it. Oh.
Crockwell on the other end.
Gives it right back to Sosa.
Crockwell can shoot the 3 now. She had a season-high 7 threes against Northwest Florida State. As a team, Gulf Coast State shoots 35.6% behind the arc.
Ooh. Liz Gibbs goes up on the pump fake from Brown. I think Brown might have took a shoe to the face, but she's up first. Gibbs had nowhere else to land but on the floor. That's her second.
Yeah, let's see what they do here. Again, I mentioned the lack of a bench, if you want to call it that, with only 3 players on the bench.
A lot of rotating.
Yeah, which I thought Coach Petrie did a good job of doing yesterday.
Ball's into Wanchuku. She tries the jump shot. Labusis rebounds. Crockwell finds Sis inside. Sis goes to work in the lane, throws up a shot. Can she get the shooter's roll? She does. And Gulf Coast finds themselves with a 2-point lead.
Positive things happen when you attack the basket.
What we were curious too was all the emotion from yesterday's upset victory going to come out and have the Commodores play a slow game. 8 minutes into the first quarter, they got a 2-point lead. And playing well on the defensive end as well. Got a foul there on Wanchuku.
Right now, have Chipola shooting at 25%.
Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. This is Lewis getting the foul called to go to the foul line.
She's a transfer from Florida Southwestern. Scored 12 points against Northwest Florida State, but struggled against Florida Southwestern. 0 for 5 from three-point land. Third on the team in scoring. Second team all-conference in the Panhandle Conference. And I know that's one thing we haven't mentioned is the fact that, you know, there were 3 teams for the Panhandle Conference. Northwest Florida State, Chipola, Gulf Coast, and here we've got the 2 and 3 teams in the conference going head-to-head.
So got ourselves a lane violation down low. Sis and Wanchuku were battling for position, and one of the other got off balance. Wanchuku first, so Lewis gets to shoot again. This time she capitalizes on it.
Just waiting to see if we get any of that crowd free throw manipulation shot going on.
We've had that the last couple of games here. Solid crowds too for the year we just had and where these teams come from and all that. It's been an electric, loud stadium at times. Here's Wanchuku making a move inside, can't get it. Sis rebounds, finds Grant.
I like the patience of Wanchuku on that last shot attempt. Pivoting around, she had no one open. Stayed with the pivot, but she was not able to finish with the bucket.
Grant overshoots the hand of Daniel here as she tries to dive to the lane.
See Miller coming back into the game.
McLaughlin just gets around Crockwell, but then Crockwell blocks it from behind. It's deflected off of a Commodore, so it'll stay Chipola's ball underneath their basket.
Excuse me, Nia Daniel going to check out, yet to score. She's committed to Alabama. She's scored over 30 points in 7 games this year.
Muhammad fumbles the ball out of bounds off the handoff coming from the baseline. Just under a minute to go in the first quarter.
But also by comparison, guys, we haven't seen Delilah Brown get in the scorebook yet either.
Yeah.
Both Daniels and Brown taking their time getting into the scoring column today. But both teams pretty much aware that either one of these ladies can go off and start getting hot, getting buckets whenever.
Absolutely.
The ball is deflected off the hand of Muhammad. She's trying to argue that Crockwell tried to go after it and stepped out of bounds, but Commodore ball, 15 on the shot clock. Grant dancing around the top of the key, nowhere to go. Tries to hand it off to Lewis. Instead finds Matthews. She was hot yesterday. Misses the attempt, but is going to go to the line now to shoot.
I believe that foul's on Wanchuku.
That would be her second.
It is on Wanchuku. The team's 5th foul, her second.
Sarah's second on the team and scored 16 points against Northwest Florida State on 5 of 7 shooting.
Oh, can't get this to go. Comes right off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Wanchuku. 30 seconds in the quarter, 25 on the shot clock. Here's Brown, see if she can get anything going before the quarter ends. Wright Gaskin too, no points either yet.
Whistle blown on the floor.
Yeah, that official's using one of those new mass whistles that just aren't very loud, so.
That actually happened away from the basketball. They call Miller down low.
Brown throws it in from the baseline, looking for somebody. Kicks it out to McLaughlin. Watch out for Brown getting the ball back. She does at the top of the key. Beats Matthews, fires a three. Gets it to go as it rattles around with 10 seconds left in the first quarter.
Mike, I believe Miss Brown heard you and said that she needs to answer your question.
Loose ball scramble. Gulf Coast can't get a shot off before the buzzer expires. It's 12-10 with that three. Puts Chipola right back into a one-possession game. But hey, if you're Gulf Coast, you like the lead and like what you're doing right now, you just got to keep it going. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching the FCSAA Women's State Championship game on Emerald Coast TV.
We're more than just a place. We're the starting line for your career, your next chapter, your future. There's no limit to what you can achieve at Northwest Florida State College. Artists, champions, leaders, hometown heroes all begin here, inspiring generations to become something greater than themselves and moving our community forward. At Northwest Florida State College, futures begin here.
Beginning of the second quarter right now. Gulf Coast State has a nice 2-point lead. Chipola was the hot team coming in. Gulf Coast State the underdog.
Remember earlier I mentioned the bench, that even though they've only got 3 players on the bench, that they had actually scored more points than Chipola's bench over the course of 2 games, and their bench has outscored Chipola 8-0 in that first quarter. Rebounds are even at 9 apiece. Each team with 4 turnovers.
Shooting percentage, the difference from that. Right now, Gulf Coast State College shooting 4 for 10, 40%.
Demila Brown misses, can't get this one to go. Daniel rebounds, trying to get her onto the score column. She tries here, and she's going to get called with the charge, taken by McLaughlin, so that's going to be her second foul.
And now you got a concern because
they just
changed it to a block.
Wow.
I thought it was a block at first myself. She went to the side.
Yeah, I did too, Coach.
So actually now that's going to be McLaughlin's second foul.
Well, Mike, you had finished the first half. We were speaking about.
Here's the replay. Yeah, you see McLaughlin's foot comes up as she takes the contact. She's not set, so strong call there.
Yes. Well, we were saying how Brown and Daniels had not yet gotten scoring column. Brown answering for that at the end of the first quarter. Now Daniels checks back in as she attacks the bucket, trying to go ahead and get herself in the scoring column.
Well, even though she had 18 points yesterday, she only had 3 at the half.
True. Able to start slow and still.
Right. Get her points.
Get her numbers up.
Yep.
McLaughlin tries to go right back at it, but it floats it off the rim too hard. No score still for Daniel.
An 82% free throw shooter, but she missed them both.
Yep.
I didn't say anything, guys.
Yeah. Ooh. Five on the shot clock as Grant throws up a shot, and it just laces the net there. Out of bounds it goes, and it's going to be Chipola ball. You see McLaughlin down at the baseline still trying to look for an explanation of how that wasn't a charge. Well, when she goes back and watches the tape, she'll see her legs were still moving, her feet weren't set. It was a strong attempt, though. I will give her that.
Well, and then again, Blake, you mentioned the fact that she's got 2 fouls.
Ooh, Matthews here gets the steal. Demila Brown got away with a pull.
Late call there.
Was a late call.
Right, Gaskins gets called on the block.
And she gets up, looking around, trying to figure out what she did wrong. And on the replay here, you see Gaskins is on her side.
Too much body contact as she's trying to get to the rim.
Matthews shoots 64.5% for the line. She is 2 for 3.
Big day for her yesterday, too, stepping up.
Yeah, 16 points, 5 of 7 shooting.
The upset win over the Raiders. Nice pass down to Sosa. Sosa gets it off the glass. Started there by a strong bounce pass from McLaughlin.
And she's had 29 points in the 2 games in this tournament coming in. That's 5 for her already in the first half.
And now we got a travel call.
McLaughlin. Rockwell goes down. The strong defense. It wasn't really a trap, just a real strong presence. Rockwell didn't have anywhere to go with the ball, and she went down to the ground.
There's a handoff to Demila Brown from Sosa. Brown steps back 3, gets it to go. See the replay here. Nice little crossover, step back right into the shot.
Brown averages 20 a game. She shoots 37.4% behind the arc. That's her second 3 of the game.
Deflected here. Matthews does recover, and she gets a tough shot to go over Sosa.
Her first field goal.
I believe Brown saying this is her time to go ahead and get her scoring numbers up.
McLaughlin gets past the defense, but a little too strong off the glass. It rims off. Grant rebounds. Commodores come down. Crockwell makes a move, but she shoots it off the side of the backboard as it's rebounded by Brown.
Guys, I'm going to have to say, although that last layup was missed by McLaughlin, I'm yet to see someone stop Brown and McLaughlin getting to the rack.
Brown again with a 3-point attempt. She has 2, but misses the 3rd attempt. But she cuts hard into the paint.
Demila Brown again.
And
it's her time to get her numbers up.
Yes, it is. She draws the foul and goes to the line. Great place to do it. You see her here off of her missed shot, not standing around. She's still trying to take it in.
The thing about that, she took the shot knowing where it's coming off, attacking the rebound, going to get it going right back up with all the contact.
Well, she's going to get her shots in, too. She took 20 against Hillsborough Community College, 18 in the next game.
Not afraid to let it fly.
Well, those free throws, she ties it and takes the lead for Chipola.
Yeah, best free throw shooter on the team at 84.5%.
Now you see the Indians go take a play out of the men's playbook and go 2-2-1. One official has called a jump ball.
Or a jump ball.
And they
They're going to be given the timeout.
Get the timeout, yeah. .30-second timeout called by Coach Petrie. Those are always so tough. We saw some of those bang-bang plays yesterday. One official in front of us calling something while the official opposite of us is getting something else.
I know you guys talked about Northwest Florida State kind of starting slow, and then really that second quarter was key for them. That's been the way for Chipola. They outscored Indian River 23-9 in the second quarter, and they outscored Hillsborough 26-11.
Yesterday we saw a day of, really the last couple of days, we've seen a slow team and a fast start team, and then that slow team come back in the second half to get close, but it just wasn't enough. Right now, both teams are just battling.
I mean, the key is don't dig yourself too big of a hole. Like we saw the St. Pete College men, they were down 30, and even they only lost by 9. They gave a great effort to get back in the game, but
you use too much of your fuel trying to catch up, and then you don't have enough left in the tank to get over the hump.
Right.
So like you said, Mike, you can't dig yourself a hole too deep to climb out of. Right now, the ladies 17-16. Chipola. Gulf Coast keeping themselves right here in it, where they need to be.
Commodores are going to take it out right in front of us on the sideline.
Trap coming.
Strong trap here by Chipola.
Use of the pivot. I saw the trap coming as far back as she got the handoff. They waited for the setup.
Wright Gaskin finds herself again in foul trouble with her second foul there.
So that's 4 players for the Indians with 2 fouls apiece. McLaughlin, McKinney, Wanchukwu, and Wright Gaskins.
Very active ball players for that team.
Grant can't get it to, Lewis can't get it to go. Rebounded strong by Wright Gaskins up to Demila Brown, and she just gets it to fall.
Right now, Brown finished the first quarter with her single bucket. Now 6:04 left in the second quarter. She's at 10 points.
8 this quarter. Strong performance here from Brown as she's come alive. Skip pass is deflected by McLaughlin, and on the try, I think Lewis got a piece of her, so she gets a foul call. Daniel has come out for the Commodores. She's on the bench. Sosa goes to work inside. Sosa is going to the foul line, but gosh, her shots just nowhere near the rim today, just throwing it off the glass. She still has 5 points and has a chance here to make it 7.
Sophomore now 2 for 2 from the line. She's 58.8% on the year.
And I was just about to comment on that, Coach, and Mike, just for both of y'all. So you must have heard both of you and had to have an answer for that.
Well, I said she hasn't hit the rim. She didn't hit the rim either on those free throws, but that's the best way to do it when you're knocking them down.
As they look under.
Matthews is there. She almost gets an acrobatic shot to go. Sis is blocked and denied, and it's out of bounds by the Commodores. Indian ball. I like the high-fiving going on, too, by Chipola right now. There's strong defensive effort.
That's a nice block by Muhammad.
At the start of this quarter, Gulf Coast was up by 2. Right now, they find themselves down 5. Daniel is on the bench.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to make a comment about Daniel being on the bench because McLaughlin's staying in there with those 2 fouls.
Here's Wanchukwu. going at it, and she gets it to go off the glass.
She steps and pivots and turns and gets us, like right there, you see the strong step through with the pivot. Strong layup.
That's going to get your 3 starters back up and ready to check in for Gulf Coast.
Well, Gulf Coast has had the shot attempts, but they're one and done and not getting anything made. So McLaughlin finds herself on the floor, gifts it off to Muhammad, who cuts down, but she can't get it to go. They had Crockwell open, but Matthews decides to keep it herself. She attacks baseline, trying to get these circus shots to fall and just can't. Rebounded by Muhammad. McLaughlin slow to get up on the other end. Sosa goes in and gets a foul called, and she'll go to the line again to shoot.
Although I can appreciate Matthews' effort down here on the offensive end for Gulf Coast, trying to force the referees to make a call.
Yeah, there was a period of the game where they were getting 3 or 4 foul calls on them in a row and getting able to go to the foul line. Sorry about that, Mike.
That's all right. Daniel, Lewis, and Miller all checking back in.
And yeah, if Daniel's going to be out, you might as well try to attempt some shots inside. It worked for him yesterday. Sosa misses the second one. Chipola's back. They had no one underneath there to rebound. They were already set in their defense. 4 minutes to go until halftime. Here's Liz Gibbs. Kicks it out to Lewis, who was deep in the corner. She tries to get it out. It's tough defense by McLaughlin. And she does make a skip pass to Daniel. Delilah Brown's on her. It's a one-on-one game as Daniel pulls up, draws air. She's not having a strong game at this moment.
Yeah, still yet to score.
Brown dumps it off to McLaughlin. She fires up a jump shot. That's a no-go. Rebound by Daniel. She does have 3 rebounds. Matthews to Miller. Miller to Lewis. Lewis knocks down the 3 and gets it back to a 5-point game.
Right now, it's, like you say, Coach, 5-point game, and numbers are pretty well matched up. Rebound count 18-16, Chipola's favor. Turnovers, both teams with 5, and the assist count, Gulf Coast up with 5 assists to 4.
Lewis, the leading 3-point shooter on the team at 41.2%.
Just off the hand of Wanchuku, but then Lewis tips it out. So it's going to stay Chipola ball with only 3 seconds left on the shot clock. So they have to be aware. All teams got to be aware of that shot clock.
Guys, we've been saying daily how excited we were to see certain matchups.
Step back from McLaughlin. It was a high shot, rebounded by Muhammad, and then she's going to get called.
Not able to finish it.
Sorry, yes, Lewis is going to get called for the foul on Muhammad.
This matchup here, these ladies are ready to go at it.
3 Commodores with 2 fouls apiece.
Gets the nice roll there for Muhammad on the first shot.
.8%, and she got them both. They are knocking down their free throws here in this second period. They are 7 for 8 from the line, compared to 2 of 4 in the period for the Commodores.
Well, we got ourselves a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a quick break, too. It's 26-19. Chipola's found the lead. Can they maintain it before half? You're watching the state championship game on Emerald Coast TV.
We're more than just a place. We're the starting line for your career, your next chapter, your future. There's no limit to what you can achieve at Northwest Florida State College. Artists, champions, leaders, hometown heroes all begin here, inspiring generations to become something greater than themselves and moving our community forward. At Northwest Florida State College, futures begin here.
See some of the fans here, the Chipola section. The fans have been great thus far this tournament. This place has been electric at times, really loud. And we're going to see if they're going to be happy at the end of this result. Right now, 26-19, Chipola is up.
Blake should have a good one coming up next. The top 2 seeds on the men's side, 7:30 scheduled tip time, local Central Time, Chipola and Indian River State College.
Well, hey, Chipola's got a 50% chance to win this thing in some capacity. So can it be a sweep, men and women's? Stay tuned to find out. We still got 2:20 left in the second quarter here. Foul is called on Wanchuku. That's going to be her third.
By the way, that Indian River men's team hasn't won a state championship since 1975.
Oh, bad throw here by Grant as Wright Gaskin steals, pops from the foul line, and it's a little short, but it is rebounded by Brown. And then she has an air ball rebounded by McLaughlin. McLaughlin wincing a little bit.
Not too many blue jerseys around not to get that rebound.
Yes.
Sosa drives, finds Wright Gaskins there, and she does deliver this time.
That's her first bucket of the game.
A nice deflection right here by Wright Gaskins, right behind her bucket.
Matthews throwing it in, almost a 5-second count.
Wright Gaskins being very active on the defensive end right here. As she gets her hand for another deflection.
So I like the call there from the ref. Avalon Miller was out of bounds. Wright Gaskin fell on her. The ball was in between her knees, and because Miller was out of bounds, that's technically her ball.
See McLaughlin right here limping. I don't know if it's the knee or the ankle.
Yeah, she's been wincing. She took a tumble in the earlier part of this quarter underneath her goal. Ever since then, she hasn't been the same. We saw this yesterday with the point guard for Northwest Florida State. And Kennedy Kuykendall, she played through a ton of pain in her knee as well. Ooh, little elbow bumping from both Commodore and Indian there, but it's a missed shot, rebounded by McLaughlin.
Chance to take a double-digit lead.
Inside from Muhammad to Sosa. She goes to work, but kicks it out to Brown in the corner. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Lewis, and up the floor come the Commodores. Approaching the final minute of the first half. And Lewis takes a three. She hit one earlier, can't get it here. Strong box out by Sosa as Miller tried to get that rebound. Here's Sosa to Muhammad. Muhammad too hard off the glass. But then she gets her rebound. Actually, it was more of a steal right out of the hands of Grant.
As Grant had got that rebound and Muhammad came and took it right out of her hands.
Yep. 15 on the shot clock, 35 on the game clock.
Well, we always say when you get the ball, you don't try to take off running with it. Look up and see what you have available.
5 seconds.
Backdoor cut by Muhammad.
And she gets it to go off the glass. Shot clock's off. Final 15 seconds of the half. Quickly go the Commodores, and Matthews is blocked. 10 seconds left. Chipola.
Oh,
how about
trying,
that pass?
Yeah, strong pass.
No call.
Yeah, Gaskin, Wright Gaskin gets, she was already off balance.
She was going down, really.
Yeah, she was heading down. She couldn't get herself to jump up.
She tossed it up. Here it is right here on the replay.
McLaughlin put it right where it needed to be.
Oh, there's 2 seconds on the shot clock. Grant gets the shot up.
Oh,
it's
short.
Just short. Fireworks there at the end. Lots of up and down. 30-19 though is the score, as Chipola has made it a double-digit game. We're at halftime. We're going to see if both teams can maintain or make some adjustments. State championship on the line, folks. We'll see you back after the half. You're watching Emerald Coast TV.
We're more than just a place. We're the starting line for your career, your next chapter, your future. There's no limit to what you can achieve at Northwest Florida State College. Artists, champions, leaders, hometown heroes, all begin here, inspiring generations to become something greater than themselves and moving our community forward. At Northwest Florida State College, futures begin here. We're more than just a place. We're the starting line for your career, your next chapter, your future. There's no limit to what you can achieve at Northwest Florida State College. Artists, champions, leaders, hometown heroes, all begin here, inspiring generations to become something greater than themselves and moving our community forward. At Northwest Florida State College, futures begin here.
All right, just about ready for the start of the second half. And as we look at some of the numbers from the first half, really Chipola led in just about every category. Points in the paint, points off of turnovers, second chance points. They shot better from the floor. They out-rebounded them in the first half. One thing that jumps out to me, Coach E, is the offensive rebounds for Gulf Coast State. Even though they had 17 rebounds, only one was on the offensive board.
Yeah, that's a strong decision making by boxing out. If you decide to box out, it's going to limit the number of second chance points. When you say one offensive rebound, ball goes up, it means you're finding a man, putting the body on him, and getting him up out of there.
Sarah Matthews just got called for the personal. That is her first. And that ball goes off of Chipola, so it will belong to the Commodores. Commodores struggled shooting from the floor, only 14.3%. They were 2 of 14 in the second period, 25% in the first half. Lewis got it. Her second three. She leads the team with 8 points.
Which is big for the case of Daniel not getting into the score column.
Yeah, no points. She had 3 at the half yesterday. Still finished with 18. She came on strong. But again, you go back to her first game when she had 39 points.
Excuse me. Demila Brown right there able just to walk right to the rim, but not able to finish it. The coach was saying that Naya wasn't able to get on the scoring column. We're going to say as of yet.
Yeah, because once she starts getting to go, this could really turn itself into a ball game.
Yeah, Alabama commit. She can score in bunches. By the way, that's the third foul on Wright Gaskins. So Wanchukwu and Wright Gaskins have 3 fouls apiece.
There's Matthews. By the way, we talked with Daniel. She's not out there. Didn't start the second half.
Interesting.
She is on the bench. She's been a little off. His body language just doesn't seem like she's there right now. But in place of her, Liz Gibbs gets a steal for the Commodores, throws it up, can't get it to fall though.
I'm with you, Coach. I didn't feel like the effort that she was putting out there had the same effort she's been putting out the previous games we've been watching. The body language, I don't know if she's tired, like you say. The effort they put in to get that win, to get the upset, was that too much? Did it take too much out of them toward this championship game?
Elizabeth Gibbs, a transfer from Southern Miss, 4th on the team in scoring. She had 14 against Florida Southwestern. Yet to score, she averages 7.4 a game. Panhandle Conference first team all-conference selection.
Inches it ever so closely now. 5-point lead is all that Chipola has.
6-0 run.
Great way to come out of the locker room with your best player on the bench. But Demila Brown on the other end get the answer for Chipola.
Able to walk right to the bucket.
That's something I've noticed with the Commodores team today is some of their guards can just get around a screen or two, and they're right there with no help side to come over. But they're getting to the goal. Some go in, some don't. But they're going to need a stronger effort.
McKinney just picked up her third.
Nice deflection. Wasn't even a deflection. It was just kind of a tap out by McLaughlin, and the Indians pick it up.
The inbound pass was suspect itself.
Oh. Yeah, Lewis slipped guarding Sosa down low. She wanted the ball. They tried to feed it to her, but it was a forced pass. And it was intercepted by the Commodores. Lewis throws up a three at the top of the key. Sosa comes down with a rebound and up the floor.
Brown and McLaughlin.
That's the three-headed monster right there. Sosa, Brown, McLaughlin. You can't draw it up any better than that.
Just like that, you said it was a 5-point deficit. Jumped it on up 9 points.
There's Matthews trying to take it. Again, very low whistle over there in the corner as that official calls the foul on Sosa, her first. Just off the side there. If you look over on the bench, you see Daniel still sitting down, just kind of sluggish.
Well, and I've noticed Coach Petrie, she's pointed in her direction twice since the second half has started. I don't know if she's trying to directly say something to her.
Well, 37 Wednesday and 18 yesterday, so 55 points coming from her in the last two contests. You don't want to say she's drained. The teams prepare for this kind of moment here.
McLaughlin looking for a foul, but ran into her own teammate trying to set a screen.
You know, Coach Franklin did a lot of talking to the officials yesterday, getting on them today, really getting after his players. Not boxing out on one end, the other end missing a shot, and he's chirping right at him. But it leads to high energy, high octane performance, and a made bucket there by Brown. Gets it back to an 11-point lead.
She took 11 shots in the first half.
Ooh. Sis, I think, got away with a little travel as she tries to attempt the shot. It misses, out of bounds by Grant.
A couple of substitutions for the Commodores, but still no Daniel. Again, we don't know. Something could have been said in the locker room.
Still getting up, clapping, giving dap to her teammates.
There you see her on the bench there. They need her on the floor.
McLaughlin again into the lane off of an on-ball screen. Brown now calling for one from Wachuku. She uses it. Sosa was diving down, which opens up right Gaskins in the corner. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Crockwell. Crockwell has Miller wide open underneath the goal.
Yeah,
she gets it to go. Nope. There is a foul call, and she's going to go to the line to complete the three-point play.
Nice look up the floor. Miller gets a good catch, turns around, goes up with the contact, and finishes with the bucket.
Coach, if you're caught sleeping,
you got to catch him creeping.
That's it.
That's exactly what happened right there on that point. Chipola slow to get back.
Yeah, Wright Gaskins will check out now with those 4 fouls.
Mike, you're right. I just looked over at the Commodores bench. Petrie's looking over at Daniel, and Daniel waved her off.
Yeah, look, I mean, she's having some words with her.
There's a conversation going on right now.
Yeah. So again, something could have been said in the locker room. Whatever it is, she's sending a message.
But the rest of the Commodores are just going to have to keep it close. The holes, don't dig your own hole and try and climb out of it in the fourth quarter. Here's Sosa. Again, a shot not hitting the rim. That's a tough call. Matthews was getting bumped, and she was trying to pick that ball up to make a pass. Instead, they call a travel call on her.
Now again, you see another sub. Daniel's yet to get off the bench to come into the game.
I don't think you can keep the Panhandle Conference Player of the Year on the bench too long.
Well, so far, it's been first half of this third quarter as we approach 5 minutes.
But again, Coach Petrie's won 70% of her games. I've never won a game.
And we did speak before the game started how she was in tune with her players.
Right.
Like you say, maybe this is the way, knowing Nia Daniel, you being the coach, you know what it takes to make that firecracker spark.
Right.
This may be what she's wanting.
And maybe it's her play on the defensive end.
There'll be a number of things.
Even though she hasn't scored.
Well, Crockwell gets the foul call there for the Commodores, and to the line is McLaughlin. McLaughlin was shaken up a little bit in the second quarter. With the state championship game on the line, she's staying out there and pushing through the pain.
That's 5 for her.
There's a trap coming.
Nice use of the skip pass there from Crockwell. Down inside to Miller. Miller goes to work. She had a bucket just like that in the first quarter. Hasn't been able to hit since. Gibbs tries to throw it up too. Nothing there. Rebounded by Muhammad, and up the floor go the Indians. Sosa, spin move, and gets it to rattle around and fall in. 12-point lead now for the Indians.
First points in the second half for Sosa. She's in double figures now with 10.
Gibbs. Nice.
Nice strong bucket by Gibbs.
Chipola wanted to delay a game after Gibbs scored. She kind of knocked the ball away,
preventing the break.
It was a first-team all-conference selection in the Panhandle Conference. Her first field goal.
Here's Sosa. She just
nice
scored, but
pass.
dumps it off to Muhammad, who had Gibbs sealed on the block.
Nice big man connection.
Here's Crockwell firing. Can't get it. Rebounded by McLaughlin. Lewis made a strong defensive effort there. Thought it was off of the knee of McLaughlin, but it's going to stay Indian ball. And now we're going to have a timeout, media timeout. We're going to take a break ourselves. 41-29. It's a 12-point game. Gulf Coast going to need to find a spark. You're watching the FCSAA State Tournament Championship game on Emerald Coast TV.
We're more than just a place. We're the starting line for your career, your next chapter, your future. There's no limit to what you can achieve at Northwest Florida State College. Artists, champions, leaders, hometown heroes all begin here, inspiring generations to become something greater than themselves and moving our community forward. At Northwest Florida State College, futures begin here.
(41-29), Chipola in the lead. Story right now of the second half, Nia Daniel on the bench, has not played yet in this second half and has not scored yet in this game. Not sure why. Coaches and players have their reasons. We're not going to sit here and try and speculate, but For the Commodores to have a chance to get back in it, they need some offensive firepower from somebody. Chipola is just going to keep trying to chip away at what they're doing. Saw some of the highlights there of the first half of this quarter.
Well, guys, you know my answer for everything. For the Commodores to get back in this how they want to, they're going to have to get the ball down on their end, swing the ball around, get some movement going on, lose the defense, spread the floor, see what you can get from there.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Good defense by Gibbs
nice.
as she tips it out, but no. Yes, Lewis was there to gather it in. I got blocked by the official. Great defense there. That's what they're going to need to start. Now they're going to need to start some offense. And Coach, like you were saying, move the ball around. Said Crockwell tries to take it up on Sosa.
That's not going to get it.
Sosa gets the block. Brown gets the
Smart
rebound.
decision.
And Brown pulls it out, and she gets hit on the shot attempt by Gibbs.
Shooting three.
Third foul also on Gibbs. Oh, they called it on Crockwell.
Oh, both of them were there trying to contest that shot. I thought Gibbs got the majority of it, though.
I did too. Maybe she got the ball and somebody else got, well, Crockwell, I guess.
Or maybe you just had a choice, and that was the number they chose.
Right.
You said they were both right there.
I never thought I'd say this, but right now I'm blinded by the sun.
Right there, and coming through that corner. I was thinking about that.
Tiny window, but
We've had rain. We hadn't had to worry about it.
to our right, inside of a basketball gym, I've got the sun glaring right at me.
Largest lead.
She knocks down all three.
You got to go up with that shot. You get that far in the lane, you got to look at the rim. I did say earlier they got to swing the ball. I can appreciate wanting to share it, but you drive that far into the lane, please, you have to go up.
Yeah, and Brown's going to get called for a foul here as Gibbs is going to go to the line. Only way to get back in this right now is for the Commodores to do exactly what they're doing now, is driving in, getting fouled, heading to the line. Points on the board when the clock is stopped. Just got to make it.
Very important. Especially when you're trying to make an attempt to get yourself back into the competition.
Makes both. It's 31-44 now, 2:54 left in the third quarter. We'll have the score and time for you back on in just a moment. I'll keep you updated as we go along here. McLaughlin kicks it down to Sosa, who's double teamed. McKinney spins out, kicks it to Brown. Brown finds the lane, gets it stripped from her, and Grant picks it up. Had a Commodore or two up the floor, but decides to keep it herself. Grant drives in. She now gets it stripped by Sosa. Sosa also had an opportunity to get it up the floor. Instead finds McLaughlin. She has it too hard off the glass, and it'll be Commodore ball.
Again, Coach Franklin very animated.
Yeah, did not like the call. Thought it was off of a Commodore.
Good basketball and good coaching going on today. See both of these coaches getting into it with their players.
Here's Miller inside, tried to get the scoop up and under, but can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Sosa again, up the floor come the Indians.
Yeah, they've missed a couple of opportunities. They could have gotten this back to single digits.
Takes the handoff, but finds Brown again. moving it around. Sosa at the top of the key. 10 seconds on the shot clock. She drives in, left-hand layup, gets it to go. 46-31 now with 1 minute 30 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Right there, Sosa driving to the rim. She had Muhammad on the block. As she drove in, Muhammad stepped out to the short corner.
Crockwell launches a three from deep. It hits the right side of the rim, and then too much on the pass there as it gets in front of Delilah Brown. Coach Franklin not happy with that pass. Every little thing's got to be right to win a game like this, to get yourself prepared for the national title coming up, or the national tourney coming up.
Well, we know despite the upset loss yesterday that Northwest Florida State will get an at-large berth. So they could at least take solace in that.
Final minute of the third quarter. 10 on the shot clock. Lewis dancing around.
Good defense by Rice Gaskins.
Has Sis. She nice little floater there as the clock was expiring on the shot clock. 46-33. That was a much needed basket for the Commodores.
She's played well off the bench. 6 points and 6 rebounds.
Yep,
Nice
McLaughlin
steal.
trying to get it down to Sosa, who ends up double team, now triple team, and it is blocked by Miller, stolen by Matthews. 25 seconds left in the half. The shot clock has been turned off.
Big possession here going into the fourth period.
Matthews tries to take it herself, was looking for a foul call, and instead nothing, and it goes the way
Turnover.
of the Indians.
Well, I can appreciate the effort on that. Matthews wanting to force the issue. Go ahead and get going downhill, attack the bucket, and go up.
13.7 left
The only
in the
problem
quarter.
is you give the Indians now a chance to have the last shot.
Yeah.
Chipola with 5 fouls.
8 seconds. Delilah Brown pulls from the wing, doesn't go, rebounded by Sis. There's time, 2 seconds left. She's got to get it off at half court. She heaves, and it's to the left of the rim. Does not go. The end of the third quarter, Chipola has increased their lead now 46-33. We've got one more to go. Nia Daniel did not touch the floor at all that quarter. We'll see if it stays the same in the fourth. Commodores got to get something right. We'll be right back with the start of the fourth quarter. It's the state championship game on Emerald Coast TV.
We're more than just a place. We're the starting line for your career, your next chapter, your future. There's no limit to what you can achieve at Northwest Florida State College. Artists, champions, leaders, hometown heroes all begin here, inspiring generations to become something greater than themselves and moving our community forward. At Northwest Florida State College, futures begin here.
Start of the fourth quarter, Gulf Coast State finds themselves down 33-46. Chipola having a strong third quarter outing there out of the locker room. Story thus far, Nia Daniel not on the floor that third quarter at all. No points in the column, the score column either. Gulf Coast State finds themselves down, 10 minutes to go. They need something here to happen where Chipola is going to take care of business.
And there is no Daniel on the floor to start the fourth period either. So who knows if she's going to play at all in the second half. Offensive rebounds, I mentioned that, Coach E. 26 rebounds for Gulf Coast State, but only 3 on the offensive end. They've got to do a better job of crashing the glass when they're on offense.
You are right. Yeah, third quarter shooting 31%, 5 for 16.
Sis and Miller are out there for the Commodores as Muhammad knocks down a shot, which is big because in the paint, Chipola has outscored Gulf Coast thus far 26-14. They're going to need some lane and rim protection. Here's Miller up and under. That seems to be her go-to shot, and it works here.
Yeah, we're talking about the rebound, offensive rebounding. Them not attacking the rebound after they put up shots eliminates them having any second chance points. Right now,
Brown for three on the wing, can't get it to go. Labousis rebounds. And here goes Gibbs attacking the rim. She's gonna get bumped and head to the foul line. That's on Brown, her third.
Gibbs 3 of 4 from the line today. She had all 5 of her points in that third period. One other thing of note, I've mentioned that Gulf Coast State has hit 6 threes in each of their 2 games in the state tournament, but only 3 today. Of course, Daniel has not scored, and you would likely think some would come from her.
Coach Franklin again getting onto his women about boxing out. Coach, we've been there before, haven't we? It seems to be the only thing we ever say is box out if you want to get the ball back.
It's an everyday conversation.
It is. Until they get it in their head that that's what you got to do. McLaughlin, oh, what a nice pass, but then it's fumbled by Wanchuku.
And then especially, Coach, being undersized, if you're a smaller player, you got to rely on that box out.
Yep. Oh, nice deflection and steal by Brown. It's Brown, 2-on-1, takes it herself, gets the left-hand layup to go, 50-36.
Running right alongside her was McLaughlin. Again, I'm waiting to see someone be able to stop these 2 ladies going to the bucket.
Yeah, Brown leads all scorers with 16.
Contested shot there, no foul call, but it's off the hand of an Indian, and it'll stay Commodore ball. 2 new subs in, Crockwell and Sis for the Commodores. Daniel remains on the bench.
It has to be a major site of differences for it to be a championship game and you not put your star player in.
Missed shot there, but it's stolen right back from Sis, and she puts up 2.
Sis with a nice steal, goes right back up, 2 points. Like you were saying, it's going to take them as a collective to have a chance to do something with this game. Right now, that's what they're trying to do. Well, Sis turns up the defense.
Oh, here's some.
Right now, Crockwell.
Strong defensive effort there. It's a jump ball, and it'll go back to the Commodores.
Guys, we always say defense ignites your offense.
Yep.
Well, as I noted at the half, Chipola had led in every column except for bench points. So Sis has come up big with 8 points. Also 3 off the bench from Crockwell, 7 from Matthews. So 18 bench points today for Gulf Coast State College.
We got a timeout on the floor called by the Commodores. It'll be a 30-second timeout. I'm going to show you some of the stats from today's game.
Well, guys, again, numbers are about even. Turnovers, Chipola with 14, Gulf Coast with 12. Rebound count, Chipola 36 rebounds, Gulf Coast was 30.
We see all the Chipola players on the floor at the moment have scored. Gulf Coast still waiting for Grant to get on the board too. And you see the difference there. Chipola's got 2 players in double figures. Gulf Coast yet to have that happen. Sis has stepped up in a big way. She leads the 5 players on the floor right now with 8.
Look, she's on her way to a double-double.
Yeah. And the difference too is free throws. 12-14 for Chipola, 9-17 for Gulf Coast. Big difference there when one's hitting and one's just okay. Can't be okay in a state championship game.
Yeah, just slightly over 50%. They shoot 71.6% as a team.
If you look here in their huddle of the Commodores, you see Daniel in the back. Still looking on, still getting involved, but still sitting down in that chair. I don't see a limp. I don't see any physical pain or anything like that. Could just be in the head.
Yeah, Coach, you was saying Gulf Coast going to the line 17 times. They're giving themselves an opportunity, just not able to capitalize with those opportunities.
Commodores pass it in at half court. They're going to need this possession here. Out of a timeout, we've seen some of these teams in this tournament really turn it on and go on some runs. That's not going to help, though, as it's turned over right off the hands of Grants from Lewis.
Lewis tried to dip up under the defense to give a little scoop pass.
The Commodores go into a press. They do get a piece of it. Now we have a scramble for the ball. Called loose ball, but two Commodores are the ones that had it. I mean, a jump ball, so.
Indians retain possession. Gibbs got her hand on it, knocked it loose. We'll have the award presentation coming up.
Jamila Brown from the top of the key. It is short. I think it got hit. I thought it did, but they're calling it the other direction. I thought the Commodores got a piece of it myself.
Guys, right now, what was that moment in time for this game?
6:51. So we'll see if that has something to do with it going forward. But right now, a turnover by the Commodores. They have to capitalize off of the mistakes from the Indians. Here, Sosa dips it off to Wrights Gaskin. Second, third chances for Chipola, and then don't help themselves by committing a foul there. Muhammad's gonna head to the line, and that foul's on. And Grant, that's her third foul.
Is it the fact that Daniel was not able to come back in the second half? Is it the lack of team scoring? At what point in time?
I think for me, it's the fact that Daniel has not played in the second half.
Yeah, the Commodores came out on a 6-0 run out of the locker room. Thought they had a spark going. They're still not out of it. It's only 12 points.
Yeah.
6.5 minutes to go. But they have to capitalize, and they can't have things like this happen where they allow Chipola to have second, third, fourth efforts, and then Sosa fires a three. Nothing there. Crockwell tried to get it, but Sosa intercepted it again. Dumps it down to Wright Gaskin, and then they commit a foul. And Wright Gaskins will go to the line.
First foul on Sis. Well, these missed free throws are leaving the door open.
Yeah. Yeah, they could have put him away here. They've had 4 attempts, only make 1 in the last 40 seconds. It's now a 13-point game. Commodores fire a deep three from Grant. Doesn't go. Sis and Miller are down there trying to rebound for it. And instead, Sosa grabs it and walks out of bounds, so it'll stay Commodore ball.
Grant pulling that deep three, but it's not like we haven't seen her pull those before. Sis with the shake.
Tried to make a backdoor pass to Grant, but it's deflected.
Well, that's on Grant. That's her fourth. She has not scored today. Averages 6.8 a game.
Got a timeout on the floor. It's going to be a 30-second timeout called by Coach Franklin and the Indians. We're going to take a quick break ourselves. 51-38. We'll be right back with the final conclusion of the state tournament championship game. You're watching Emerald Coast TV.
We're more than just a place. We're the starting line for your career, your next chapter, your future. There's no limit to what you can achieve at Northwest Florida State College. Artists, champions, leaders, hometown heroes all begin here, inspiring generations to become something greater than themselves and moving our community forward. At Northwest Florida State College, futures begin here.
See some of the highlights here in the second half. The one that you're not going to see out there, though, is Nia Daniels. She's still sitting on the bench for the Commodores. No highlights here for her. But Chipola has done a nice job of maintaining this double-digit lead. However, had some free throw shooting woes here in the second half. There she is at the edge of the bench. Chipola trying to find the dagger to put this one away. Meanwhile, Gulf Coast trying to find any sort of offense to get them rolling. Sosa makes a nice crossover move, finds Brown in the wing. It's too much as it rattles out. Fight for the loose ball, and it's a jump ball way of the Commodores.
I like how Sosa cut and dipped and slid through the lane. A nice kick out to Brown.
Daniels' season low in points this year, 8. She has scored in double figures in all but one game this season.
And that's about to change. Too much from Sis. Matthews goes up and gets a rebound, a late whistle, as Matthews, I think, came down on the ball. Kind of knocked the wind out of her. McLaughlin was the first one there to pick her up, actually. See the replay here as LeBou misses.
They go in jumping for the rebound.
Here comes Matthew. That's the no boxing out you're talking about, Coach. And then as she comes down, she just lands on the ball. No whistle was called for a little bit. And I guess they ultimately ended up calling a travel or a turnover on the baseline.
Yes, we did discuss the lost art of boxing out.
5 minutes left in the state championship game. Chipola with a nice lead. Chipola with the ball right now. Is this where they finish it off? A behind the back pass to Wright Gaskins, and it's too much off the rim for her. Rebounded by the Commodores. Up comes Liz Gibbs. She gets double teamed in the corner and calls a timeout.
Well, with 4:36 to play, got to save the possession. Every possession now.
Crucial.
Yes.
It's a 30-second timeout. We're going to stay with you.
The Commodores won 4 straight state titles from 2016 to 2019. They've won state 13 times. Chipola College, meanwhile, state champions back-to-back in 2014 and 2015. They've won it 6 times. But again, we'll have a new state champion as defending champ Northwest Florida State College lost to Gulf Coast State College yesterday. However, the Raiders will await an at-large bid. They are the number 2 team in the country. They were the top seed, regular season champions.
Good ball movement here as Crockwell finds Sis down low. Sis, the first Commodore to hit double digits with that shot.
10 points, 8 boards.
Still just an 11-point game, as well as Chipola has been playing. Just can't seem to just pull away. 6 on the shot clock. Sosa calls for an on-ball screen, fires up a long 3. It hits the back of the iron. Crockwell rebounds. Behind the back there at midcourt. There's Lewis dancing around. She tries to kick it out and will actually get a foul called. This is going to go against Brown. That's her 4th.
Brown gets caught reaching in. Got her hands caught up in the cookie jar.
Yep.
Let's see if she stays on the floor with 3:47 to play. Remember, McLaughlin had 2 fouls in the first half. She stayed in the game.
Yeah, it looks like she is. And honestly, you're only up 11 with 3:45 left. I mean,
kind of need her.
Yeah. This game isn't over. If the Commodores can take care of the ball here, there's 10 on the shot clock, and get a score. There's a foul.
Well, that's going to be on Wright Gaskin, and that's her 5th.
It is, and she's coming out of the game, and Coach Franklin cannot believe the call. New shot clock for the Commodores. They take it out underneath their basket. Lewis gets it to go off the glass. And we got a 9-point ball game with 3:20 left in the game.
Not over yet. That's the 10th point for Lewis.
Oh, Gibbs is called there. That's going to be her 3rd. Too much body. McLaughlin creates some space, but reverse pivots, finds Wanchuku. She tries to dip it down to Sosa. 10 on the shot clock. Sosa goes to work inside. Too much. Rebounded by Muhammad. Lewis fights for it, and it goes off the chin of Lewis. Just under 3 minutes now with 19 on the shot clock.
Sis and Crockwell back on the floor.
Sosa guarded by Sis.
Crockwell, good defense.
Yep, that's what they needed too.
Started with the on-ball defense by Sis. Crockwell steps on the baseline and stop it.
Yeah, I think they should get it in the hands of Crockwell. Somebody launch a 3.
Here's Lewis for 3, and we have a 6-point ball game.
Mike, they hear you.
That's her 3rd 3 of the game. Again, they've hit 6 threes in each of their 2 games this week.
McLaughlin, though, answers back on the other end, just getting by her man, and getting to the lane with a left-hand layup.
And Coach, right now, every Commodore on the floor is in the stat sheet for the scoring column.
That's deflected out of bounds by Wanchuku. Every dead ball, Coach Petrie has 2 new Commodores come off the bench.
That's how you manage an 8-man roster.
Yeah, well, 7 with Nia Daniel not touching the floor this half.
Good point.
7-man roster the second half.
But these 7 ladies have been very impressive, getting it back to an 8-point game with just under 2 minutes to go. Still life. 1 second on the shot clock.
And a foul?
She didn't. I don't think she got it off that time.
Violation.
Yeah, it was a violation.
There you see the Indian River State men looking on.
And Chipola. They come up the floor. They just have to manage this ball. And if they attack the lane, they'll be going to the line. Gulf Coast with 4 fouls this quarter. Here's McLaughlin doing exactly that and getting exactly that.
That Sis gets her on top of her head as she goes by.
Yep, she's holding her noggin a little bit. She did take a nice little blow there as Sis was late coming over with the help. That'll feel okay though when in a minute 25 if they can hold on here. They will need these here to ice the game. Stays at 9. Still plenty of time, just a 3-possession game. Commodores need every bucket they can get though. Lewis thought about shooting it. She just knocked down a 3. Grant's open. She takes the 3 off the back of the iron, rebounded by Brown. I know you needed buckets there, but
almost a steal. She just ran out of real estate.
Yeah.
63 seconds left.
Might be time to put them on the line. Force them to beat you from the free throw line.
Make them earn the win. So,
Gibbs just picked up her 4th.
She sends Muhammad to the line. This has really got to be the game plan right about now. And you make it.
Well, as a team, Chipola only shoots 61.2%. Muhammad is 53.8%. And she's now missed 3 in a row.
Deny the better free throw shooter on the floor. Whoever else gets it, go for the steal. If you don't get it, you get the foul.
1 minute to play. It's a 10-point game. Commodores are going to need every precious possession.
That's not what we need right now.
But here's a hustle play by Matthews to get the
Right
steal.
back
Back to Crockwell. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Sosa. Diagonal pass up the floor to Muhammad. Almost gets away with, or does get away with a little travel there.
They're going to concede it here, I think.
I think so too. You can hear the Chipola bench and the Chipola faithful on their feet now. They know it to be true.
First state championship in 6 years.
Shot clock violation there, still 17 on the clock. If I'm the Indians, I just let Commodores take whatever they want.
You go with another shot clock violation.
Here's a quick trigger shot from Grant. It's not there. Sosa gets it. She's going to dribble across half court, and that's going to do it, folks. The Chipola women are going to win 45-55, and that's the ball game.
.45 points for a team that averages 77 per game.
Also played a second half without
the player of the year,
Nia Daniels. Yes.
Yeah, an interesting storyline there. Hopefully we'll come to the bottom of it and let you know in the men's game, which is coming up. Right now, though, we're going to have the trophy presentation.
3 players in double figures today for the Indians, led by their sophomore guard, Demila Brown, 16 points.
You see there on the big board, Chipola women are champions.
They'll also get to cut down the net.
NJCAA Region 8.
So they're going to punch their ticket to the road to Hutch. Just be aware, the Raiders will be back in that same tournament. And wouldn't it be fun to see them battle it out one more time like we thought we were going to see here?
Well, and I would also be interested to know the status of Pinto.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, guys, Gulf Coast State College, 20 bench points.
Yeah, they really did give it a go. Their bench was
short bench, but so much involvement.
You see the Lady Indians here getting ready to put the sticker on the board. A tradition like no other. And they all are going to do it. Boom. It's solidified now. Sticker official. Chipola.
18-4. Came in as the number 2 seed. They're ranked 7th nationally. They were the runners-up in a very tough Panhandle conference. Their 7th state championship all time.
And again, not want to take away anything right now from the Chipola women. Fantastic season to get to this point as they become state champs. Did just get told that, like you said earlier, Mike, the Northwest Florida State women are going to also have an at-large bid in the national tournament. And Pinto, who went out with a knee injury yesterday, no swelling in that
basketball
knee.
state championship tournament. At this time, we would like to present
that's good news
All-State,
going forward for the Raiders.
And championship awards. Presenting
Very
the
important
awards
part of
are
their team.
Rob Cheney, Director of Athletics at Tallahassee Community College and Women's Basketball State Chair. George Sanders, Director of Athletics at Florida Southwestern State College and Women's Athletic Commissioner. And Matt Ennis, Director of Athletics at the State College of Florida and Chair of the state's Athletics Directors. First, we'd like to introduce the 2021 FCSAA All-State team. First, From Palm Beach State College, Izzy Allen. From Hillsborough Community College, Holly Davies. From Daytona State College, Kiani Westbrook. From Miami-Dade College, Nazla Morrow. From St. Petersburg College, Dominica Zamora. From Florida Southwestern State College, Patience Williams. From Eastern Florida State College, Stephanie Torres. From Indian River State College, Marianne Logsden. From Northwest Florida State College, Shania Pintu. From Chipola College, Isadora Sousa. And also from Chipola College, Demila Brown. And the FCSAA Women's Basketball Player of the Year, as voted on by the FCSAA Women's Basketball Committee, is presented to, from Gulf Coast State College, Nia Daniel. And now, to recognize the FCSAA All-Tournament team. From Florida Southwestern State College, Shazlani Loreno. From Indian River State College, Brianna Campbell. From Eastern Florida State College, Stephanie Torres. From Northwest Florida State College, Masengo Mutanda. Also from Northwest Florida State College, Lastir Poa. From Chipola College, Demila Brown. Also from Chipola College, Isadora Sousa. From Chipola College, Jordan McLaughlin. From Gulf Coast State College, Nia Daniel. Also from Gulf Coast State College, Sarah Matthews. And from Gulf Coast State College, Cabria Lewis. And from Chipola College, Shimi Muhammad. And the tournament's most valuable player is presented to, from Chipola College, Demila Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, the FCSAA Women's Basketball Runners-Up Trophy goes to Gulf Coast State College Commodores and head coach Caleb Petrie. Congratulations to Coach Petrie and the Commodores on a great tournament. Let's hear it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 FCSAA Women's Basketball State Champions, the Indians of Chipola College. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the coaches and players of our 2021 state champions. Number 3, Mia Andrews. Number 4, Jordan McLaughlin. Number 5, Kaylin Moment. Number 15, Demilah Brown. Number 20, Justina Graham. Number 21, Shimmy Muhammad. Number 22, Brenda McKinney. Number 23, Anya Wadchuku. Number 32, Tashana Wright Gaskins. And number 44, Isadora Sousa. Assistant coach, Matt Creamer. And head coach, Greg Franklin. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 Rooney Scoville FCSAA Women's Basketball Coach of the Year is presented to, from Chipola College, Coach Greg Franklin. Congratulations to the Chipola College Indians on a great tournament, and good luck at the NJCAA Division I Women's Basketball Championships in Lubbock, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we would like to thank you for your attendance at this year's FCSAA Women's Basketball State Championship Tournament. And we invite you to watch and take pictures as the 2021 state champions, the Chipola Indians, cut down the nets.
Just a fantastic job from all the ladies that were honored here in the award ceremony. And, you know, we want to applaud Gulf Coast State as well with their valiant effort. You know, the big win yesterday over the #1 rated Northwest Florida State Raiders, just a little short here We did get word from Coach Petrie. Nia Daniel did not play in the second half due to an injury, a nagging injury.
Okay.
And it was a player choice. And sometimes you just can't go. You know, we mentioned it earlier in the broadcast. She had 55 in the last 2 games that she played. Maybe it just caught up to her here. But again, a big congratulations to the Gulf Coast State women, Coach Petrie, on their success of this season. But as you're watching right now, the state champions, as Coach Franklin is making the walk up the ladder to cut down the net. And just an amazing job that he has done with his staff and his players. He's cutting it off for everybody. Everybody gets to eat. Everybody gets a piece of the pie here.
Well, thanks for clarifying that about Daniel, because, you know, we never like to assume anything. All we knew was their star player, the player of the year in the conference, was not playing at all in the second half, and she played in the first half.
Right.
We didn't see any signs of injury with her on the floor. Never once did I see her limping or anything like that. So, yeah, that's tough to not be able to play. And you know it had to be significant for her not to try to give it a go.
Especially it being a player decision.
Yeah.
Right.
Championship game, you know, everyone wants to be able to play.
Well, you said it a bunch this week, Mike. She's an Alabama commit. You got to look toward the future.
That's right, yeah.
I mean, she's gotten her team to this point, and that was really all she could do. But, you know, again, great success for them going forward. But the story here, you see it on the screen there, Chipola, and you hear the music playing in the background. We are the champions. The Chipola Women Indians, state champs, and a great run to get to this moment.
Yeah, Chipola won their opening game rather easily against Hillsborough Community College, 79-40, beat Indian River. Again, 2 of the lower seeds, Hillsborough the 7 seed, Indian River the 6 seed, and then they benefited by Gulf Coast upsetting the number 1 seed. So they had to beat the 5, 6, and 7 to win a state title. Still don't want to take anything away from them. They still did it on the floor, but they've had a sensational year, and they've earned it. 18-4, ranked top 10 in the country. We were kind of hoping for a 1-2 matchup as far as the state rank, the state seedings, but congratulations to the Indians. They deserved it.
Absolutely.
Well played game. Great coaching, both sides.
Congratulations to Demilah Brown, too. She was named the tournament MVP as well.
Yeah.
I had her with 16. Official book had her with 19. So
you'll take the official book, right?
Pretty good. I feel pretty good about my numbers that I keep, but
I know the players like the official book.
She'll take those extra points. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, whoever's going to give them more points, they want that.
Definitely.
Well, you're talking about 30 points, 21, and 19 points. So well deserved for her too.
Yes. Well, that's it for the women's side. Join us in 23 minutes. The men are going to tip it off. It's the Indian River Pioneers versus the Chipola Indian men's team. Can they make it a sweep? We'll see. But, hey, congratulations, Lady Indians, on your state championship. And good luck the rest of the way into the national. For the FCSAA Region 8 tournament, they are the champions in the state of Florida. And I'm Blake White. Alongside, I've Mike Rideout and Essex Rhodes, and our producer, RJ Murdoch, and Max Murdoch back there on the camera. This has been Emerald Coast TV. Come back in 23 minutes for the men's championship. We'll see you then.